Hello, and welcome back. Saturday morning, 8:05 sales video. I like that music. It's, it's got me pepping because I got to get going. Uh, Sales video. Uh, Stop the music. Uh, Getting this done early. Going to make this quite a bit of a short video. Get myself down to a south route. First store opens at 10. So if I can leave a little bit after 9:30 at the latest, I'll be all right on my timing on going to the stores and getting back. It'll still be dark, but I'll just be getting there. If my timing is right, if everything goes as usual. Um, yeah, so yesterday's video, the disc resurfacing video, whoever the viewer is like, hey, that's the wrong pad for that machine. Thanks, because I did notice that something wasn't right, or wasn't something the same. It wasn't the same as what the other kind of soft cloth type pads are. It still um, cleaned it and resurfaced most of them, and even the ones that didn't get all of them off, it still kind of got pretty good. The ones that didn't turn out as good as they should be for me in order to really list them without any problems, without listing as good or acceptable, I'll run those through again. Hopefully, the pads will, as they wear a little more, they'll actually be a little more effective in that. So, either way, I'm stuck with those until end of next year, probably. All right. So, I know what's up. It wasn't many that's going out, but it's enough of the dollar amount that's going out. So we have the sun signs. How to really know? This one, looking at the first picture, I do not see a date stamp. I don't see any even on. Oh, there is one. April of 2023. So I get this one. So 2.5 years old. It is definitely not going in. Always, always with technology and equipment, we're like, man, one of these days I'll just go get another one. It works fine until it bugs out right there. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Oh yeah, speaking of awaiting payment, I'm awaiting payment on something, and I'm awaiting payment on 3 different offers that I accepted from different people. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's not going to mess me up any. It's just, and they're all lower dollar things. One is like a $10 DVD I've had for well over 2 years. If you send me a counter offer and I accept it within that time frame, that's where I've told eBay, and I'm sure a lot of other sellers have plenty of times. Like, it doesn't matter on offers or buy it now or auction payment. eBay is not a I'm going to look, I'm going to put it in my cart, I'm going to commit to a buy, but I'm just not going to buy it. That's not what eBay is. It hasn't been. It's never been that way. It's you agreed to order and purchase this, pay for it. But it's like it doesn't matter if it's, again, if it's a buy it now, or if it's done through an offer, if it's done through an auction, buyer initiated or seller initiated offer. It doesn't matter. You still have a payment thing on file. You should now, with all those updates they've done with that. Why anybody has to wait on a payment anymore through any type of sales means through eBay? Those non-payments don't bother me, and I always found it funny when people are like, oh, these never paid, not paid people. They're pissing me off. I'm going to leave eBay. I'm going to help yourself, man. That's, I want to say it's par for the course, but it's, if they're not paying, consider it a window shopper. Can you imagine all the shop owners from, not so much now, but from the 19 all the way up until probably the 80s when they really stopped the big elaborate window displays. I remember going in like downtown Akron growing up, and especially around Christmas, the stores would do like the big displays and the big like 8 foot tall glass panel windows in the very very front, and you just walk in downtown, and there was like Woolworth and O'Neill's and Penny's, J.C. Penney's, and a lot of these other bigger companies would do like a whole all out Christmas display, and or whatever it may be. And for all those owners, not only that time, but all the other times when people just kind of walk around like, oh, I want that. Could you imagine? We're like, oh, well, you pointed at it, you committed to buy it, so you come in and pay. And consider them window shoppers. If they're not going to pay then and then, they're a window shopper who just took that thing, they put it on layaway, and they're never going to pay for it. Something like that. I don't know. Going off on that, I did say this is going to be a bit of a shorter video. I can't go off on little tangents if I intend on making this a shorter video. See, it's already 6 minutes. And I hear a noisemaker. All right, 13. Willie Nelson, CD, 18. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. I'm in the band. Just because you're in the band means that you're in the band. This Confessions of a Groupie in the Band, Pamela De Bears. The Bears. I don't think that's how you say her name, though. Or is that? The Bears? The Bars? The Breasts? The Breasts? I don't know. But, good one. Got this from the estate sale. 65. The Bears. Kind of in line with, well, I don't know. I didn't read that book, or even really read the premise on the back. Not much on the back. However, we have Vampire Seduction. Ooh. The back is, the back's okay to show. So it is Vampire Sleaze. Collector's Edition. So I can't show the insert. That's a little revealing of those thingies. Had this one for a little while. It's going international. 44. Records of North American Whitetail Deer. Boone Crockett. Boone and Crockett Club Book. I mentioned before I'm a direct descendant of Daniel Boone on my mom's biological side, the Whitlich side of my mom's side. I'm a direct descendant, Daniel Boone. Oh, had this one for a while too. 11. Doc, Billy Ray Cyrus. Was it season 1? Season 1, $50. 50. And this Casino Royale, James Bond. So I picked it up because of the different artwork, and it's a bit of elaborate artwork. It's a 53? It's the 29th printing of it. Yeah, 1953. Usually not sure if it was printed 29 times in 1953, but as a little pocketbook or a mass market, if you will. Um, 31. I got it because it's completely different. And then when I typed up Casino Royale and I had to start going into paperbacks and having to hit the hyphen and minus, so I'm not including other years from like 1968 or 1974 or whatever years they were. And I start scrolling down and I have it to where it's just paperbacks that I have in there. I'm not going to do the not specified or the hardcover, obviously, but I'm not going to do the not specified because that would probably be when I'm looking these up, wherever I'm at, I'm just wanting to get an idea. So I will click the two paperback types and just kind of scroll and start to see if I can see this exact printing, this exact graphic. The farther I go down on my scroll, the more likely it's going to be worth more because I have it as price lowest first. So I would just keep scrolling, keep scrolling. I don't remember really why. However, these probably do sell for the mid-teens to low 20s range, maybe a little more. But this one is in, you could probably call it like new. Not really for a selling standpoint, you probably could. But it's very good beyond. It's very good plus. I don't even know. Click that. See exactly the condition rating for which I listed it in. Paperback, very good. I listed it as very good plus. So the actual condition was very good. That I put it in as, and I typed in very good plus condition for its age, minor cover wear. Minor cover wear, missing small corner, right here. The clean pages, edges are very good plus, tight bind. So tight bind would be, so gravity should do the rest, right? It's not. So that's a tight bind. It's just missing that little corner. So for a collector, yeah, that would be something that you'd want to definitely write in there. Now, if it was just kind of a little worn, they have minor crinkles down here, and if you have listed as very good, and you don't write in there that it has a spine creases on it, I don't think you're going to have to worry too much. But if you have it listed as like new and it has spine creases that are very obvious, that's a different story. All right, so back out of these. Oh, it actually worked right that time. So for the 7 that are going out, that's $240, $249 in sales. Let's say $250, and $231 product cost received. So I'm gonna get these packaged. I'm gonna wake up a little as I got up for about, well, at this point an hour ago. Yeah, get these packaged, put them outside, cover them up in case it rains. It's supposed to rain like much later, but just in case, always keep it covered up. And go head down to a south route, and then I'll have plenty of stuff between that and a few other things. Some of the things that I was going to resurface yesterday, well, some of the things that were on the resurface stack did not, because I just like, do I really want to? Let me just recheck. So, like the last 3 or 4, I scanned, and there's only one more that I kept out of those. That's like it was that a Falcon one that I think needs redone. And Janet, I think that was it. Yeah, just those 2, and then I put like 3 or 4 other CDs in the ultimate. Someone's gonna um, the ones I'm not gonna do anything with. So that's gonna wrap that one up. Like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned. Very, very common franchise, common book, common movie, not so common graphic. Now, did I know that ahead of time when I saw this? No. It was just an interesting graphic. It's a big franchise, and it's definitely an older printing in really good condition and beyond really good condition, right? So this is going to be something that some collector somewhere will be like, yep, I'll pay $30 for that. So just because it's a common franchise, I mean, if you see a Jurassic Park, after a while, you're going to kind of get familiar, be like, yeah, those ones really don't sell. But some of these ones, especially Ian Fleming. And there's another one that I just sold that was kind of the same principle. It was a completely different graphic, and this book sold for like $25. You go through a handful of them. And it was just a couple of days ago too. But same principle. If it looks a little different, if it looks older or has that fade and font and stuff, but the main point of this, what you learned, is give a gander at some of these much older paperbacks. A lot of people pass them up because, well, it's just a paperback. $30 for something that otherwise in the store would have probably cost me $1, but where I went at the estate sale, it still cost me like $1. Either way. All right. Let me think you're going up. Comment down below. Subscribe, share. Those are all free. They help me help you so we can help other people learn about being in the band. Learn about selling physical media on eBay. Appreciate it. Thank you. So this is scoot on down at about 80 on this highway. It's a nice scenic hilly route. I'm only doing this because there isn't really much traffic that I'm passing. If not, I'm not going to be doing 80 on this stretch. And it is 70. Why it's 70 down through here beats me. But that's like when I come this way, that's little valley type views. So this is the tail end of the Cauga Valley Park, State Park. So it's a big park. There's a skiing resort called Brandywine up this way. Quite a ways. It's in Macedonia, I want to say. Boston Mills. That's really, really, really small. Nice older area. And Peninsula is a real nice area. But we scoot down here and going down this hill. And back up that one. So it seems like cruise control can usually handle this at 80, but as soon as it wants to step up the engine, then I'll stop recording so I can foot pedal. It's not too bad if you're just all you're concentrating on is just the driving, obviously, right? And Richland Peninsula, small areas, 303, Streetsboro. So you take 303 straight into Streetsboro and get to Amelia's, which is no longer there. Still going up that hill. Cruise control still has it. And that's going to flatten out up here. This will be much better with the dash cam, a good camera. You made it. And then there was a little steeper hill, but then I'll be getting up to the exit I need. If you play this in 4-speed, 4 times faster, it's like one of those old IMAX theaters. See, 70. Right. It just seems like too dangerous of a road to be people doing 70, let alone over 80. But I need that 77 coming up. I take 77 for 5, 6, 7 miles, and then I'm in Farallon, jump off the highway, and Salvation Army's right there. And then start headed south from there, down to down 21, and to Wadsworth, Seville, Orville. All right.